Welcome to Real Reviews. Oh,
we're in for a treat.
Oh man, we got to review one of our favorite franchise, favorite things ever.
Yep.
It's the new Star Wars movie, Rogue One,
Yes.
a Star Wars story.
So first off, not a sequel to any of like the anthology movies. This one takes place.
It's a standalone.
Yes, takes place after Episode 3 and ends right into Episode 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, in the opening crawl of Episode 4, they say the Death Star plans were stolen. This is what this story's about. It's a group of people who steals the Death Star plans.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this movie is, as somebody who, like, we read all this stuff, it really, because reading all the books, there's a whole world out there besides the Skywalker saga of Star Wars.
Yeah.
There's planets, there's different characters, and all these books have this feeling of what an Empire-occupied galaxy is like. And this is the first time you get to actually see it, I think. They represented it very well on what this galaxy is like under the Empire's control. I really like that in this movie. And then the nostalgia, oh! Everything was like throwback to Episode 4.
Totally.
I was like, oh, everything's giving me goosebumps. I'm like,
The helmets, their uniforms,
everything.
the rebels were wearing,
when
everything.
they're shooting out the Death Star, it's exactly the same. I was like, yes, Gareth Edwards, director.
You know what? For me, like, this is just really nitpicking, but it's a darker movie, PG-13.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not your typical Star Wars feel-good movie. Lot of action, like a lot of the war going on.
It jumps right in.
Like
There's no character backstories really. It's like, this is what's happening. This person, this person, this person.
But it's funny because the one thing I felt was kind of missing was like their stormtroopers getting blown up again, which I love when they're flying around all ragdoll. But you expect a little bit more grisly detail, a little bit more destruction, and like you're watching these stormtroopers get exploded or getting shot, and their uniforms are still white. There was nothing indicating.
We don't know what kind of alloys they use.
Oh, come on. So there was that, and there was also a few other things. Not too much spoiler, but they do some CGI.
Yeah, that was my biggest problem with it.
And they didn't do CGI on the two characters. Like, there's two main characters that you will see. They did CGI for like 5 characters. And the two big ones are the ones that kind of threw me off because I'm looking at them and I'm like,
it looked good sometimes, but it didn't. And the last one, I'm like, they shouldn't have ended the movie that way. They should have ended it. I can't even say, but
I think they should have just recast the part.
Congratulations, you are being rescued. Please do not resist.
There's so much in this movie. It's shocking. It's really strange for a standalone movie.
Yeah.
To get all of these Easter eggs that me and you could pick out. You know, they're referencing Rebels, like the animated show that's on there. They're throwing, cameos in from a lot of the characters that were in Episode 4. Mm-hmm. You see all this stuff, and as fanboys, you're just like, you get these little giggles. But some did feel forced. Some just felt like they were fan pleasers.
Yeah.
But I mean, what else can you say? Like it. I think I like this one better than Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Yeah, it was legitimately awesome. I think it's a good movie if you're not a Star Wars fan. And you could, if you've never seen a Star Wars movie, this is absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
you don't need to know anything to see this movie at all. Fantastic actions, probably some of the coolest final battle scenes in a Star Wars movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And to keep you hooked and to keep you on the edge of your seat when you know what's going to happen is a tough job to carry out.
For sure, yeah.
You probably already know this is going to get a high mark, regardless of what it is. But I can honestly say, like, I spent the weekend, like, I wanted to think about it. I had to digest it. I said what I didn't like. The CGI was probably one of the only things I didn't like in the majority of the movie, and that's really nothing. It's minuscule. It's minutes of the movie that you see it in. And I loved every second of this movie. I mean, I'm still giving it a 9.5.
Oh, see, okay. Me and you, we never got to discuss this.
No, we didn't.
I was gone for the weekend, so we don't know. There were more things that bothered me about this.
There's not for me. I was trying to think. I'm like, I loved it too much.
But it's very little. And like you said, to take away from like the overall score, I think is ultimately nitpicking. But 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
I'm still giving it 9.5. My top Star Wars are like 10, 9.9, 9.8, 9.7, 9.6, 9.5.
That's the low end of high.
The lowest scoring Star Wars is a 9 for me. So that's the range I'm working in right now.
No, obviously, I still loved it. You know,
It was,
this is, like I said, better than episode 7.
I can't wait to see this one again.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. Go out and check out.
Yeah.
Become a Star Wars fan, people. It's the funnest thing ever. And don't forget, go to our Facebook page and like it. Like the Rogue One review.
Yes.
And then if you do that, or leave a comment if you love Star Wars, or if you saw Rogue One, what you thought. Any one of those things get you an entry to win a $10 gift certificate to Perkins Family Restaurant and Bakery. And may the Force be with you.
Don't Jedi.
These aren't the reviewers you're looking for.